Okay. Hi. Good morning. I hope you had your God coffee and your cannabis. This is Prophetess Coco. Life and death is in the power of my tongue, and I choose to speak with truth, compassion, and most importantly, love. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Okay. I have spent my morning ah in prayer and in some good old, I don't know, Negro spirituals. I don't know. The ancestors were calling this morning. And I was like, I gotta listen, I gotta answer, I gotta sing, I gotta do the things. I had to do the things this morning. Um, and you should too. It's good for your soul. hmm It's good for your soul. Okay. Um, I hope you all got some good rest. Okay. Um, there's a little bit of that leftover resurrection energy, but that's again because, like I said, the angel groups is out here on cleanup with my bro Jesus and the body bags. Okay. Um, stay grounded. Stay grounded. Stay connected. You'll know what you need to know when you're supposed to know it, and you'll be instructed on how to move on it. Okay. Um, Congratulations on your ascensions. hmm Some of you had your breakthroughs yesterday. Some of you are going to have your breakthrough today. Congratulations. God always knew you was going to get to them. Okay. So you keep going. Um, Let me see. Did I say it? We're going to say it anyway. Mm. Life and death is in the power of my tongue, and I choose to speak with truth, compassion, and most importantly, love. Okay. Okay. I did not get any downloads this morning. Yeah, I didn't get any downloads this morning. Let me tell you what I did see this morning, though. I took my baby girl to school today. One, again, we're in Texas, and this morning we got a face full of sun. I mean, the sky was absolutely positively beautiful and clear, and the sun was beaming. I mean, blind beaming. That's like you should expect accidents today. How bright that sun was this morning. Couldn't nobody see nothing. Okay. I'm a sun and a moon girl. And I was so excited to see the sun, but not to be blinded because I'm driving. Okay. So I had the good old laugh in the car. Oh God, you say we walk by faith and not by sight, but I'm driving. To which my God replies, don't I always take the wheel. Right? Right. Made it there, made it back. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment, right? And then on the way back, there was a beautiful, and it wasn't too far away, y'all. Like, and I know we don't get to see it that often. Or maybe if you're not that type of person to look up, maybe today, maybe tomorrow morning it'll show up again. But the sun was up on here over here, and then the half moon, perfect half moon, was sitting on the side. It was so beautiful. Again, sky perfectly clear, no clouds, no nothing, just beautiful. Okay. Um, and I feel like some of you are now in that energy, finding beauty in the simple things. It was beautiful. It looked like the most perfect spring morning. The air was a little crisp, kind of like the way I like my fall. I'm a fall baby. I love fall. Like, okay, so technically, I'm a winter baby, right? I'm an Aquarius, but I love fall. That is my season. I need the sweaters. I need the boots. I need the beanie hats, and I need it to be just cold enough and crisp enough to sit outside somewhere quietly with my coffee or my cocoa or my chai and my blunt and watch my baby run through the leaves. Like, that's my season. I could never wait for fall. Never. Like, I love fall, right? So that was fall esque this morning in the air, at 50, 60 something degrees this morning waking up. But again, the sun was super duper high, zero cloud coverage, and you could see this little half moon just sitting next to each other. It was so pretty. It was so pretty. It's okay to enjoy the simple things. It really is. Ah, get outside, get some nature. I say that all the time, but I feel like God says it too all the time to people, and they're like, "Oh, I'm just too busy." Like, just doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't necessarily have to mean nature. It just means get outside, breathe the air. God is in the air. If you feel like the air is stifled in the space that you are, and you don't feel like you're able to connect, go out to get the air. Okay. Um, you're at work and you have to go outside. Don't go to the smoke break area. Go somewhere else, right? Because people are on their smoke breaks. They're talking about whatever's going on, drama or not drama, but you're trying to hear God. So disconnect. Don't go in the break room. Don't go in the smoker section outside on your break. Go find somewhere else quiet so you can breathe fresh air and so you can hear God. Okay? Uh mm, yeah. There's something about needing to smell the air, smell the breath of God. There you go. There is something about people needing to be outside to smell the breath of God. Breathe that shit in. It's delicious. The scent of God. You want to breathe it in. You want to wear it like the best perfume. Yeah. Okay. It is 11:55 on the clock as I said that. Get outside and get the breath of God in your in your nose, in your head, in your spirit, in your chest. Like, spray it on. Like, go get air. Okay. I feel like once you get outside, some of you are like earth inclined. So maybe when you're outside like me, the sun kind of follows you, or um, you'll notice you're outside, you think about the weather changing and it changes really dang fast. Or air signs in particular, we tend to draw the sun and we tend to move the actual air. So while we're in the sun, sometimes we cause that gust of air that comes through the wind. Um, Maybe you didn't know that. Try it out. Go try it out. um, all right, I did all the things. Um, when spirits visit in the daytime, they've been here all morning. They've been here chilling, super chilling. Um, okay. Um, I am being told to mention again. I did a quick post last night because I had a visitation that didn't allow me wouldn't let me go to sleep without mentioning that they were here. So they're asking me to say it again, right? Divine masculine, you specifically prayed for Chad to come see me. Now, I don't know if you just wanted me to confirm that Chad is here. Okay. Chad is here. So, um, I don't know if you're supposed to reach out and have a reading, or if you just wanted to know, or maybe you were checking to see if it is what it is. But Chad is here. Okay. Um he says he doesn't need to give you a message because you asked for this. Okay. Uh he's quite pleasant, quite charming, quite handsome. Okay. Uh, so Chad is here for you. Okay. Whenever you get ready, but Chad is here. Chad is here by answer of your prayers via the Most High God. So if you needed to know if you can request for someone to visit me, there you go. I don't have control, however, who it is that chooses to come forward. That really depends on like their energy, uh, how much they really do want to give a message, or if they're just really ready to get moving. Okay. I don't conjure, I open and I allow them in their free will to step forward. Okay. Um, Chad is strong. He came right to my face to let me know I'm here. Could you please let him know I'm here? Not once, not twice, but 3 times now. Okay. Um, mm, so what I did hear earlier today is we have some spirits that want to snitch. And I know that sounds so bad, but if you've listened to the last couple of readings, the hidden helpers has been snitching. Like they want people to be exposed. Like they're tired of watching people do things that they think are being done in secret. Um, to people that either they just happen to be around and sharing that space with you, you unknowingly knowing that the spirit is sharing that space with you, or not knowing that God assigned you a hidden helper for whatever reason, right? They're tired of watching suspect behavior like through the veil, and y'all not heeding, that they're there, or they're really really understanding that you're always being watched. Like we're worried about surveillance, and all other kinds of stuff, right? The ultimate surveillance is God sees everything. I just sang the song this morning, his eye is on the sparrow. Okay. That bird's eye view. That bird's eye view. Okay. And while God's a micromanager. Again, don't nothing escape his view. God lets a whole lot of people fuck up because it serves his purpose. And those people be running around here thinking like, oh, I'm getting away with it. La 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 la. No, you intentionally were allowed to get away with something because it serves God purpose. I wouldn't revel on that too much longer, is what God is saying. Like he's pulling cards left and right now, especially for those that are playing around in the Most High's face. Like, mm-mm, that bird's eye view, ain't nothing to play with. Okay, so all right, we are gonna use green today. Ooh, no, this is not green. I'm gonna use orange. Okay, sacral creation energy. All right, all right. Let's get our handy dandy board. Just a little bit more. My baby was on my board last night. No one, I just bought her own board. We love that store. What is it? Five Below. Okay. She was always on my board. I went and got her this little $5 pink board that has a little pin attached to it, and she still be on my board. But it's mom. No, it's just because it's mommy's, and kids do that. But she could have wiped my board off. Okay. Let's see. Whoo! Who's coming forward? Who's coming forward? Who's first? Hi. How we doing? Yeah, I heard. They said they snitching today. All right, let's get it. Who we snitching on? Are we just running these down real quick? Are we pulling cards? What are we gonna do? Okay, so they don't want to call these downloads. They want to call them observations. Okay, so we're gonna run through some quick observations, and then mhm, and then we'll do some messages. Okay, observations. Okay, okay, okay. That sounds so damn messy, but let's do it. Okay, so observation from another hidden helper. Man, y'all out here. Look. So we got another hidden helper. This is a female. You want to give your name or your age or something? She said you can call her Vicky. Oh, she's sassy with it. She said you can call me Vicky V. Okay. So VV. VV in the building. She says she a hidden helper. Who you watching? She says she is watching a divine masculine. Ooh, Vivi, you talking fast, girl. Hold up. Okay. So this divine masculine that she's watching, oh Lord, this divine masculine that she's watching has got some things going on. Okay, so divine masculine, we got a divine masculine that feels trapped. Okay, um, this divine masculine knows that a baby ain't his. Okay, this divine masculine knows that some baby is not his, but he's caring for the baby. Or he's got the baby. Yeah, we'll put he's got the baby. Okay. I don't know, Vivi. That sounds so muffled. It could be me. Hold on. Okay. A divine masculine feeling trapped knows a baby that's not his, but he's got the baby. You know, and whatever he's got the baby means, right? She says, this divine masculine. Mm, I'm being told that this divine masculine, oh, that sounds so get messy. Ugh. Ah, I hate these. Okay. There are lots of other frequencies that we can get into, and I'm glad that I didn't just pull regular tarot because that probably would drive me absolutely batty. Nobody wants to keep dipping into karmic shit, but because we're tapped into the Most High God and the cleanup is out here, everybody is in the same pool right now because people need to know this is exposure time, right? The literal good, bad, and ugly. So, what I just heard is this divine masculine is or possibly could have been like bi, maybe. Okay. Um, Vivi is saying it was a spell. Vivi is saying it's a spell. Um, it's a spell for him to have wanted or experienced a man that's not his true uh it's not his true decision or his true orientation. Like he's not bi. He's not bi. It's a spell. He's not bi. It's a spell. The baby mama did it. It's not a spell. The baby mama did it. Vivi said that person's a dark witch. Maybe he didn't know, or maybe sorry, y'all. Y'all know I got frequency in my ear. It got to stay there. um, the baby mama did it. Dark witch energy. Jeez, man. Do we know why? Like, what is the purpose? Blackmail. Okay. Blackmail, control. Mhm. Blackmail, control, material minded. Material minded. What? Say the other part again. Vivi says, it's not trauma bond. Okay. It's some type of trauma bond relationship. And when I say trauma bond, I'm not saying that there's not some type of love, but it's mainly built off trauma. Okay. And that could be confused for love or manipulated as love. But I mean, this is blackmail. So that's already some weirdness. A blackmail control. So you're gonna so she wants to be able to blackmail the divine masculine for material gain in addition to a baby that's not his. A trauma bond relationship. I don't know. Divine masculine. I don't know if it's just I don't know if you got it, if you have money like that, or this person knows you have the ability to, okay? But it's a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup to be able to live off of you in some capacity, you know, whether that's CS or direct payments or something. But, Vivi said there's some type of blackmail energy or control energy that's involved in that shit. That's a lot, Vivi. Damn. She said snitch. Okay. So she's Vivi is saying the divine masculine knows or felt something and didn't know what it was. That's it. It's a spell and it was intentional. It's a spell and it's intentional. What else, Vivi? Okay. Spell. So this is for the divine masculine basically to not leave. He's not gonna leave because she'll blackmail him about whatever this bi experience it is that he has, but even the bi experience that he um did or maybe even possibly cheated to do was spell work. It's not his real leanings. So that was a long ass setup. So you know, met this man, this dark witch that met this man, realized that he's capable of making some type of money, maybe quickly, maybe he's a hustler in some capacity, or he just has managed to find a way to use what he knows to get where he's going. Okay. But there's manipulation all through this shit. So this dark witch person, for lack of a better word, did trap this divine masculine. There is some baby that does not belong to him. He was under spell work and had and cheated or had some type of possible by experience, but I'm hearing that was just to cover up that she cheated and that's how the baby got there in the first place. Okay. Um so maybe for his image, he really has just been going along with it because he don't want to be blackmailed for some shit that he don't understand. He doesn't understand why he was with another man in the first place because it's not as leaning. That's a horrible setup, especially with this trauma bonding here. It's so fucking messy. I'm so tired of messy folks. What the fuck? Thank you, Vivi. Where's the we're gonna get some cards because the fuck. Anything else, Vivi, before we pull these cards? Blackmailing and controlling, uh, bisexual or gay experience that was under some type of spell work. Maybe the spell work is wearing off, and that's why the divine masculine is like something don't feel right, or he's questioning how he even got there. Like maybe he genuinely doesn't remember the night, like how he got there. Something about alcohol or drugs or something. Like he doesn't remember how he got there or how it occurred or why it occurred. Yeah, whoever this is that's ridiculous. This is so much work. Okay. If these people would put as much work into just being their most authentic self and going for what they really want and just being accepting, like if somebody don't want you, then they just don't want you. There are literally other people. And as long as people aren't fucking with your source of income, you can build yourself up to whatever the fuck it is you want. Anyway, show it to me, Miss Vivi. Oop, there go the baby. There go the baby. Mm, show me how you want to show me. There's a baby. Main woman. We said baby mama. A baby mama who sees this divine masculine as a great fortune, a means to an end. Again, I'm not saying that there's not some type of mutual possible love feeling in there, but it's very little and it has more to do with trauma than anything else. So when I say trauma bond, that means each one of them separately has gone through some type of trauma or karmic lesson or something, okay, that they've connected on and they think that that's love. That's love, that's safety or whatever that is. Okay. There he is. He in despair. He don't know what the fuck. I really feel like that spell work is wearing off. And he's like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck did I do? How? If I was sober, would I have done it? Like I feel like he's literally like losing sleep now. I feel like while he was under the spell, he was probably just tired. You know, spell work drains you, period. But I feel like he's coming out of it and he doesn't necessarily understand that the tiredness that he feels now is because the spell is wearing off. Yeah, in his thoughts. And I feel like he knows it's her. Look. Like, did this bitch do something to me? I really feel like he's trying to figure out, did she do something fucking to me? Or he realizes, man, she did do it to me. Why would she try to blackmail me? Like, if I'm your if I'm your person and you love me, whether this is a trauma bond or fucking not, right? And you're aware that I had some type, and you're aware that I had some type of opposite sex uh moment. Okay, because if you cheated, I feel like y'all talked about the fact that probably both of you cheated, and if you didn't, there you go. You both cheated on each other. Okay, but only one of you was under spell work. Yeah, it's toxic. It's so fucking toxic. Yeah, he in his head real hard. The fuck? I can see him. The fuck? What the fuck? No, I wouldn't have did it sober. What the fuck? I wouldn't have did it sober. I wouldn't have did it if I was smoking just weed, or I wouldn't have did it if I had just. They're rubbing their nose. Crack? Coke? Coke. Something with the nose? I don't know. I don't do that shit. If it's not green, I don't want it. And I'm not on the drinking tip either. So then, somebody was influenced by like a mixture thereof plus some spell work to get into this. Okay. What else? Message of concern. Message. Yeah. Spell work is wearing off. Yeah. Somebody in the community. Okay. In a community or a group is aware that that's what happened to him. He may have also been blackmailed into being a thief. Look, there she go. So we understand this woman is the distraction for this little boy to come in and be a thief. Okay. What else, Miss Vivi? How else you want to show the story? The snitch. Hmm. What are we using this for? Manipulation because of the trauma. Okay. Courthouse. Thank you. Courthouse in the reverse. Upright would be a decision being made in your favor or God stepping in and saying, taking care of the situation, but this is in reverse. Um, I said that there was a trauma bond, okay, Vivi is trying to use this to talk about it's a bad or in reverse bond. It's a trauma bond. Trauma bond is not good. Just so we're clear. Trauma bond. So using the trauma bond and the spell work to influence an opposite sex interaction to blackmail this divine masculine into giving her money and accepting this child that he's aware does not belong to him. This child either belongs to this person's ex or one of your friends, divine masculine. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Wow. Why is this going on with this card? Okay. This dark witch wanted to come off as a divine feminine. Thank you, BB. Okay. She wanted to come off as a divine being or divine masculine or a best choice via this trauma bond and spell work and blackmail situation. It's a lot of work. What else, BB? How else do you want to show the rest of this? Yeah. It's a bad courtship. In reverse, a bad agreement. It's a bad agreement. I feel like this divine masculine don't want to be in this relationship no more. Yeah. He done figured out she false as hell. He figured it out. Whether he said something to her or not, he's figured out that she's false. So here he is in the background looking at this crazy bitch. And I gotta say it that way because this is a lot. You gotta be crazy to claim you love somebody. You gotta be crazy to claim that you love somebody. Intentionally trauma bond because they're telling me that she understood exactly what she was doing. Okay. To trauma bond. Okay. Attempt to come off as some divine being or the best choice ever. Okay. Compared to whoever else he may have been with. To have a baby or babies with this person. Okay. In order to manipulate the use of his funds and then go blackmail him with spell work to make him desire something else so she can hold something over his head. Like, yeah, he's still sitting there like, what the fuck? He's concerned. You should be, sir. He's concerned. He's worried about a housing situation. Hell, he's also worried about jail. Didn't I say somewhere or other they did something fucked up? There's some type of thievery that he was convinced to do. Whether he's at 100% participation or not, the fact of the matter is he participated in whatever a crime may have been or some type of thievery. So add that to the mix. So now not only did I trauma bond with you, I put a spell on you to make sure that you slept with the same sex. Uh, so I can manipulate your money. Even if he tried to leave, okay, two things are going to happen. Either he's going to go to jail and or have to pay child support. The whole point was to have control over this divine masculine's mind and money. She don't fuck this man up. She don't fuck this man up. What else, Vivi? That's a lot. Let's try one. Let's try one. Damn, that's a lot, Vivi. Look, they said they were snitching. She done gave the whole shit out here. Look, got my passion going. Oh, I can't. I am so trying. This is ridiculous. Come on. It's been like 30 minutes on this one. Come on. What else? Yeah, she don't want to work. She don't want to work. I feel like she comes off as a hard worker type, but she's not really working. And that she don't really want to work. So we're going through extreme lengths to make sure that we don't have to work. Yeah. Wealthy man. That's him again. Look. She don't want to work. She want to live off the wealthy man. This is a lot of bullshit for this. What else, Vivi? Oh, that's too many. Mm. Oh no. I hit my keyboard. Let me move it. So keep my board right. Okay. Damn. So I don't normally take them like that, but we're gonna take it. The death card came out. Coffin. I said that this divine masculine is literally between a rock and a hard place. That's what I get from this. He would like to dead a situation, but it's so convoluted that he don't know how to dead the situation. He don't know how to dead the situation, so he's just continuing to go along with whatever. Like, if I don't get caught up for the theft and I don't go to jail, I'm still connected to this person and they're going to try to take me for everything that I got. So either they're going to try to embarrass me and blackmail me or they're going to try to get CS payments for the baby that don't belong to me. Mm, what else? Vivi, you out here just spilling tea. Look. The fuck? Let's go. Yeah. Message of concern. Clutches pearls. So I feel like this woman, this false person, I feel like she knows this masculine want to leave. Yeah. I just heard like Dear John. Yes. I feel like she knows this masculine want to leave. This is that old school Dear John. Yeah, Dear John was leaving. Dear John, I'm leaving. Yeah, Dear John. He been thinking about this dipping. Sudden wealth in reverse. Yeah, there's no benefit. One way or the other, he's locked in and he's losing money. So whether he's spending it on this woman for whatever it is she asks, so as to not be bothered with being turned in for whatever this thievery is that she helped commit. Nope. Yeah. They said she either helped commit thievery or she's been throwing it in his face or has something to make it look like it's just him or she threatened to make it look like it's just him that did whatever this is. You're gonna go to jail, so you might as well just let me buy that Louis bag or something like that. It's crazy. I don't even think it's a Louis bag. I just think it's the money is being spent just to be fucking spent to say I did it. It's very much keeping up with the Joneses energy. I said she's putting on airs, putting on airs. He feel like he don't have enough money to leave. He don't have enough energy to leave. He's confused about whether it's worth it to leave or not, or just stay in the muck. Ass jacked up. Anything else? Yeah, that's it. Last card. The man's in bad health about it. I said he be in that space. Like, I don't know. That spell work wears off. Okay. And you go through what feels like withdrawal from whatever it is. That's where he is. Either he sleeps really hard or he don't sleep at all, because whatever this magic is wearing the fuck off simply because he's coming aware. That's what happens with spell work. Okay. Just so we're clear. Once you recognize what the spell is and what it's for, you typically just need to do the action that it was meant to prevent. So if you know it's a come hither spell, you ignore it. You acknowledge, you know what? I heard that come hither spell. I ain't doing shit and I ain't going nowhere. Fuck off. Spell broke. You literally have to be able to do the opposite of whatever it is the spell work was that was sent to you, and then return to sender. Send the shit back. Okay. Vivi, that was it, right? That's it. Thank you, Vivi. Okay. You said hidden helper, so I assume you sticking around and you watching. She said yes. Okay. She ain't leaving whatever it is. Um, and she'll probably be back as the situation changes, occurs, or updates for this person. I don't know why that's necessarily relevant. If you're watching, maybe you had questions about that shit. Divine masculine, if you had questions about that shit, that's what that is. Okay. Um, we're at 47 minutes for just this one case. I usually get 2 or 3 in, we try. Um, I'm gonna keep going with another one just because it's that type of day today. It's Monday and we just gonna get it in the way God says get it in. Okay. Um, it is 47:47 on the clock. That's your confirmation, divine masculine. I'm real sorry, sweetie. This is real fucked up. I pray for clarity on how you best can handle the situation. Okay. I don't know if you need to try to address the theft for yourself. You know what I mean? Because I don't have a clue of what your theft or involvement is with whatever this is. But if there was an opportunity for you to turn yourself in, maybe, or work out a deal for yourself, as far like if you know for sure there's some type of jail time involved with this, like a legitimate jail time, maybe you should try to work that out for yourself first instead of having somebody blackmail you for it. Okay. Um, I don't know if you have legitimate proof about the baby not being yours so that you're not subject to child support. I don't know what the avenues are for that either. Sorry. Um, and when I mean I don't know the avenues, I mean for your personal situation. It really is different for every damn person. It is, okay? Um, and I really don't have an answer about your money other than maybe you should stop spending it. Since you're worried about a house situation, you should stop spending the money, address the theft, and get some proof about the kid, I guess. I don't know. That's all I got. That's what I hear God saying. So, um, God is saying you can do this. It's just that it takes a high level of accountability. Like, fuck, I gotta go to jail, but before I go to jail, let me go to jail on my own terms. Thank you. This is like, let me go to jail on my own terms, right? Um, if you oh, right? Okay, let me go back also to the spell work that made you be with the same sex divine masculine. It already happened. It doesn't require an explanation, okay? If that's not who you really are, then you don't need to be concerned about it, okay? I would tell you immediately go to God, please.
Don't just sit here and listen to me. Get you someplace silent. Didn't I just say go outside in the air? Don't go to the area where everybody is having their smoke break. If you're at work, don't do that. Go find you a quiet space where you can get the scent of God in your nose and in your head and in your chest. Like, you need that right now for you to figure your way out of this situation. It is convoluted, but it was made like that on purpose for you to stay stuck. Okay. It is a bad situation. It is. It absolutely is, okay? I don't understand what's going on with the theft, and I'm not gonna dip into that, but I feel like you need to dissect, okay? This already is out of control. It is. The only thing you have control over at this point, divine masculine, is the fact that you have knowledge. Yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. That's your confirmation. The scenario is exactly what you think it is. There's no running away from it either. Okay. So if there's something that you can do for yourself legally, you need to take care of that now for yourself. Stop focusing on the money, because the fact of the matter is, if you go to jail, you're not making any money anyway. And whatever it is you are making, as far as I know, that ain't it's nothing. I don't feel like they're gonna let you make 40 hours a week at $30 an hour in jail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the thought about, oh my God, all my money, that was done whenever you did the theft. Like, your matrix job was done the second you did the theft. So this is no longer a concern. What is a concern, right? Is if you have kids, you still need money or something to put them or house them somewhere. Okay. So if that was your concern, where you're going to house said child or said children, because it says that you took responsibility for this baby, okay, it is still your decision. Either you prove that the baby is not yours and that removes you from child support payments, okay, possibly again. I am not a legal person. Go check on that shit, okay? But what I'm hearing God say is go outside. Don't sit with the smokers. Get you some air so God can give you a plan. This takes high level accountability to get through. If you're just sitting around staring at this, it is going to eat you alive. You're already in bad health mentally, and she watching you. She watching you. This person knows you're ready to go. They're not offering you any solutions other than the blackmail. Spend the money on me. Buy me what I want, or I'm going to tell the world. Okay? You're going to have to remove your pride and ego. You wouldn't be the first man that a woman happened to call gay. You'll get over it. Whatever it is already happened. If you know that you're not gay and you had an experience, okay, it happened. Your mind is not on the right thing. And that's that spell work to get you distracted. Okay. So God is saying, go get that fresh air so that you can get a clear thought process of what it is you need to do. Damn, this is fucked up. Damn, VV. Okay. So go check out what your legal um, options are. Stop worrying about, I'm not going to say don't worry, because we do want to make sure that whatever you're doing for the kid or kids that you're able to do or set up before you go to jail, but you need to check both of them kind of simultaneously to figure out how to work that out. Okay. Maybe you need a lawyer to help you buffer that out. I don't know, sir. Um, you need to figure this out. And there is a way to do it, but it means like you really have to bite the bullet. And I don't feel like you have any other choice. I feel like if you wait, the law is going to make the decision for you. And by then, it really is too late. Okay. There's nothing in here that tells me you should be concerned about the female. The fact that the magic is wearing off tells me that something already happened with that person. That's why she didn't come up here. Vivi is not talking about the woman anymore. Most of this is about you. Okay. She's only confirming that happened. Okay. So maybe sit with the Most High God so that you could figure out what it is that you needed to do. Okay. I'm praying for you that you get the best possible outcome. And most importantly, you get the outcome that the Most High God wants for you. Okay. Um, Anything else, Miss Vivi? Anything else, Miss Vivi? Is that it? Okay. Thank you so much. You said y'all was coming through the snitch. This is a hell of a snitch. Okay. This is 55:55 on the clock. If it resonates, you do what you need to do, divine masculine. If it don't, please don't put this on for any reason. Okay? Don't. I wouldn't want no parts of this. Okay? Let me pull the cards and we gonna clear out. The telling you, this is that leftover exposure energy from 2024. God is like, fuck it. Everybody want to play in my face? I'm gonna go ahead and call everybody out. Again, everybody's focused on all the celebrity stuff. These are regular people we're pulling on, y'all. These are regular people. These hidden helpers are watching regular people, not celebrities. Holy mackerel. All right, we clearing out. What? See, this orange is super bright. Oh my gosh. Dang, BB, that took a whole hour, man. Okay, crazy. Crazy. Okay. Um, you know, most people don't sit on a video for 2 and 3 hours at a time. And I'm accustomed to doing it maybe about 30 minutes to an hour. And we're right at 57:57. I'm going to go ahead and end this one. And then we're going to hop back on and go into the next visitation. Okay. All right. Life and death is in the power of my tongue, and I choose to speak with truth, compassion, and most importantly, love. This is Prophetess Coco. I'll be right back.